All right, everybody sit down, calm down, put your phone down for a second, all right? Wait a minute, what if you're watching the video on your phone? Okay, don't put your phone down then, all right? I need your attention, okay? Today, we're finna talk about something that could genuinely save your life one day, all right? We're going to the worst places that a human being, or in some cases a fictional little guy with a sword, could possibly live. And I'm not just talking, the traffic's kind of bad worse. I'm talking about places where the land itself is trying to kill you. Places where God looked down and said, nah, not this spot. This spot is cursed. Okay, we doing real places and fictional places today because it turns out that reality and video games agreed on one thing.
Life. There's roadblocks.
I'm on a whole nother.
Some locations just ain't it. Go grab a snack, get comfortable, go get some za if you smoke or partake in that. Because we're about to go tour the worst real estate in the universe and several others. Part 1, okay? This is some real places that are terrible, the worst to live at. All right, New York City. Okay, we're starting off with the concrete jungle itself, New York. Now, people romanticize this city like it's not actively trying to bankrupt you every single day you breathe in it. $15 for a sandwich, nigga? 15? That's not a sandwich price, that's a car payment, all right? That's before you even talk about rent. Or they'll show you a closet with a hot plate in it and be like, this is a cozy studio close to transit. And the subway, bro, you going down them stairs not knowing if you finna catch a train or catch a whole traumatic experience. You think you about to catch a train, you catch a STD, bro. I'm just saying, random smells that don't even have names yet. There's a man playing a full drum set on a moving train like it's Carnegie Hall. A rat the size of a raccoon just strolling across the platform like he pays a mortgage down there. Everybody walking around New York, moving 100 miles an hour, bumping into you, not apologizing, and they're just mad at you for existing in their way. You ever seen somebody get death stared for walking too slow on a sidewalk? That's Tuesday in New York. I'd last maybe 4 days before I got on the bus back home talking about it was nice knowing y'all. I'm just saying, and I fuck with New York, but I'm not trying to get beefing with the Ninja Turtles and Master Splinter, bro. Niggas walking around with Timberland boots on with their pants tucked in them. I'm not beefing with any nigga with tucked in Timbs. Can I get a one-way plane back home the Aki way? I'm just saying. Now let's talk about Mexico City, all right? This one's wild because the danger isn't above ground, right? It's literally under your feet. The city is sinking, like actually measurably sinking into the ground it's built on. Up to a foot a year in some neighborhoods. A foot. And I ain't talking about no little ass baby feet. Talking about a whole foot, a Shaquille O'Neal foot. See, the whole city is built up on top of an old lake bed, right? For decades, they've been pumping so much water out from underground, right? To keep up with everybody living there, that the ground itself is collapsing. Not only that, right? It's dangerous as shit because the cartel exists here, nigga. You thinking that everything's sweet. You about to just go live in this city. You about to just have a swell time as a tourist. And then it's a cartel member stopping you and acting like you should have checked in. Now, I know that y'all are gonna say, okay, that this next one's kind of messed up, all right? But I'm gonna keep it a band. We gotta talk about London, okay? I'm sorry. You know, really the UK as a whole, but we're gonna specifically talk about London because that shit is basically just British New York. I know it's got accents.
Not in Birmingham, we don't.
Double-decker buses, everybody thinks it's fancy, but we gotta talk about a lived experience, okay? The sky does not open up in the city. It's gray all the time, all right? Not, oh, it might rain later gray. I mean a permanent, oppressive, the sun filed a restraining order against this city gray.
What, are we gonna fight the sun?
You go weeks without seeing direct sunlight and everybody just acts like that's completely normal and fine. Nigga, we need vitamin D. And the rent is going crazy out that bitch, bro. Has no business doing that for what you actually get, bro. You paying New York prices and you in fucking Britain? Bro, you got me paying New York prices in places where they eat beans and toast. And let's not talk about the fact that niggas is out here stabbing niggas, bro. I'm talking about it's hard to get weaponry there. Niggas do have guns, that is true. It's hard to get them and they're highly illegal. So what do people do? They stab you. Niggas is out here living like this is some sort of prison yard. I don't want to get shanked because I'm in London, bro. And then I heard niggas be over there throwing acid at people. Whoa, fucking relax. I'm walking past having a swell old time, you know, just enjoying your life. And here comes a guy throwing acid in my face. Fuck, I get in a fight with a chemist. You know, it's a beautiful city, rich history. Absolutely will drain your bank account and your serotonin at the same rate though. I respect it from a distance, a sunny distance. Florida. Okay, look, I gotta talk about Florida. I have to. It's not optional at this point, okay? It's basically required by law when you make a worst places video. Florida has everything working against it at once. The heat is disrespectful. The humidity makes you feel like you're being personally hugged by a wet towel. And then on top of the weather, you got alligators just casually chilling in random neighborhood ponds like they pay rent there. And the stories, bro. Every single week is something. A man wrestling an alligator over a sandwich. Somebody riding an actual manatee that they were not supposed to be riding. A guy getting arrested doing something so specific and so unhinged that the news doesn't even have a category for it. They just say Florida man. Like that explains everything, and somehow it does. And everybody who lives there just says, yeah, that tracks. And it keeps moving. I respect the resilience, but I could never. Niggas over there calling you jit and then killing you. What do you expect from the city where Kodak Black is from, bro? Respectfully. Nigga talking about, I knew the perp was fake, but I still ate it because I'm a gremlin. I don't want to go to any place that like that is from. Now let's move on, okay? We talked about some real places. Let's talk about some fictional places, all right? Silent Hill universe, all right? This is a place that has a town that basically invented psychological horror real estate, okay? This town has fog that never leaves. Not weather, permanent, unexplained fog that just sits there so you can't see more than 10 feet in front of you at any point. And that's the good version of this town. The second the fog gets thick enough, the whole place flips into this rusted, bloody metal nightmare. It's like a place with monsters made out of everybody's personal trauma walking around looking for you specifically. I heard an evil siren announcing my death. Let's go investigate. Go run. Property value in Silent Hill is in the negative numbers, okay? You couldn't pay me enough to even drive through there on the highway, let alone live there. Niggas out here running towards the problems. Nigga, chill. Speaking of running towards problems and chilling out, let's talk about the wasteland from Fallout, all right? We got a post-apocalyptic wasteland, which honestly might be the single worst real estate portfolio in fictional history because it's not just one bad place, it's everything. The whole map is bad. The water is irradiated. The air in certain places have your lungs getting filled with cancer mass. Random bugs got turned into the size of Honda Civics because of radiation. There's death claws out there that will end your entire bloodline in 4 seconds flat. And if the monsters don't get you, other humans will, because apparently the second civilization collapsed, everybody decided Raider was a valid career path. And on top of all of that, everybody's basically wearing the same outfit they had on the day the bombs dropped. 200 years later, sir, ma'am, go to a mall. There's got to be a mall somewhere in the wasteland, okay? Get some fresh fits, nigga. You basically can't drink the water, you can't trust your neighbors, and you might get mutated into a super mutant just for taking a wrong turn. 0 stars. Do not recommend this place. I'd rather live in a fucking box somewhere than live here. Waking up in the morning, thinking everything's swell. You thinking that your whole world is gonna be normal. Everything is gonna be fine. No, nigga. You're in the middle of a desert with irradiated air, water, food, and there's a bunch of fucking raiders. And not to mention, there's ghouls running around. These niggas are just like super radiated humans that got up. Some of them glow. Bro, I don't want to be around anything glowing. Nigga, relax. Looking like some Homer Simpson would have worked on in a factory. Calm down, gang. Then they be making super horny noises, bro. Like they just ain't had pussy in 30 years. They like, bro, if you don't go buy some coochie. Now let's talk about Paradise Islands, okay? Attack on Titan. This one right here is on a whole different level of housing crisis, all right? It's Attack on Titan. And you don't have just bad neighbors. You got naked 100-foot giants that eat people for absolutely no nutritional reason. They just walking around outside the walls. Thinking about the logic of living here for a second, all right? Your entire civilization safety plan is 3 walls. That's it. The whole strategy is walls. And everybody's just supposed to live their whole life, raise kids, go to work, knowing that if one of them walls ever falls, giants are strolling in for an all-you-can-eat buffet and your city is the menu. And then it actually happens. The wall breaks and the Titan just casually kicks a hole in your front door. And now you got thousands of people running for their lives while this thing picks people up and eats them like a toddler with finger food. No chewing, no remorse, just straight down the hatch. And the government spent 100 years lying to everybody about why any of this was happening in the first place. You're telling me I gotta pay taxes and get eaten by a giant, and I find out later my own government knew the whole time and said nothing? Paradise Island might have the worst HOA in fictional history. Y'all got giant titans walking around eating people, bro, and for some reason y'all didn't want to be honest about you from the jump. Okay, cool. You don't want to be honest from the jump? I'm going to jump off this building and kill myself, bro. I'm just saying. Now, our last stop on this video is Raccoon City, Resident Evil, all right? A whole American city that got so thoroughly wrecked by one evil pharmaceutical company that the government just looked at the map and said, you know what? It's easier to nuke the whole thing than to fix it. And they did. They really just erased an entire city off the map because the zombie infestation got that disrespectful. Before that, though, imagine just being a regular person there, right? You go to sleep in a normal American city, you wake up and your neighbor is eating somebody in the street. Your local police department got a whole underground lab conducting illegal bioweapon research this whole time and nobody told you. The pizza guy might be a zombie now. The mailman might be a zombie. Trust no one. And on top of regular zombies, you get mutated mutated giant creatures roaming the streets in trench coats, just casually one-shotting people for fun. A whole city condemned, government erased over corporate greed and a virus. That's not a place to live. That's a fucking cautionary tale with a zip code. All in all, I don't want to live there. Niggas got zombies running around. They're not even regular zombies. I mean, they not World War Z zombies, but they're not as easy as Walking Dead ones either. Nigga, they somewhere in the middle. And I want to be in the middle of somewhere safer. What you talking about? Niggas got fucking sick people that got mutated into zombies just walking around. All because of Big Pharma, nigga. Couldn't you just give people fucking fentanyl and Percocets instead? I'd rather niggas be high than have to deal with zombies, bro. Anyways, down below, I want you to drop in the comments the worst place that I might have slept on, real or fake. Because I already know that y'all got some that I probably didn't even think about. And if this one gets 2,000 likes, then I might have to have a part 2 ready for y'all niggas. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe and check the ground under your apartment before you sign the lease. My bad. Anyways, catch you guys in the next video. Bye.